Welcome to Rotherham SEND's video around SEND tribunals. This video will focus mainly on the SEND Tribunal Bundle. So what is the SEND Tribunal Bundle? Once you have lodged your appeal with the SEND Tribunal, you'll receive a letter from them called the Parent Letter. This letter contains lots of information, including important dates and deadlines. You'll see that the deadline following further evidence mentions the bundle. And it usually says something like, by 12 noon on a particular date, the local authority must prepare and send an electronic copy of the final tribunal bundle to the tribunal and to the parent or young person or alternative person. The bundle is the file of documents that both parties and the tribunal will need to look at during the hearing. These documents are the evidence in your case. The bundle should contain all the documents that have been submitted for the hearing and that you or the other party and the tribunal panel will want to refer to during the process. All documents submitted to the other party and the tribunal by the final evidence deadline must be included in the tribunal bundle. The local authority cannot exclude any evidence from the tribunal bundle unless it's a duplicate, a report which is more than 3 years old at the time of the appeal, unless of course this was one of the appendices of the EHC plan, and correspondence or email threads between parties which aren't relevant to the issues of the actual appeal. So who is responsible for producing the bundle, and are there rules on what it should look like? The local authority are responsible for producing and sending the tribunal bundle. It should contain copies and not original documents. Documents must be complete and legible. If a document is illegible or incomplete, it's the local authority's responsibility to attempt to obtain a better or complete copy. The local authority must ensure that no document is included more than once. The tribunal bundle will be separated into different sections so it's clear and easier to follow. The documents within each part of the tribunal bundle must then be put into chronological order starting with the oldest. An electronic version of the tribunal bundle, preferably in PDF format, must be prepared and sent to the tribunal and the parent or young person so that it's received no later than 12 noon on the date specified in the tribunal's registration directions. A paper copy of the tribunal bundle can also be supplied to the parent or young person if one is specifically and reasonably requested. We suggest that you contact the local authority and request this so you can have it in front of you during the hearing. It's important that you are aware there are page limits to the evidence you and the local authority can submit. In addition to the core tribunal bundle, which is part 1, and EHC plan plus appendices if applicable in a SEND appeal, part 2, both parties will be automatically entitled to submit a limited number of pages of evidence, depending on the type of appeal or claim registered by the tribunal. You can see this in the information on the registration attachments. So what are the page limits? The page limits are different dependent on the type of appeal that you have registered. So for example, a refusal to carry out an EHC needs assessment or a reassessment appeal is 75 pages for each party. A refusal to issue an EHC plan is 100 pages per each party. An appeal against Section B and or Section F of an EHC plan is 100 pages in total for each party. Appeal against Section I of an EHC plan, which is the placement, is 75 pages for each party. A decision to cease to maintain an EHC plan is 75 pages, plus if you're also appealing sections of the EHC plan in this type of appeal, for example Sections B and or Section F, then it's 100 pages for each party and Section I is 75 pages for each party. An appeal following an annual review decision, page limits are applicable for parts or sections under the appeal. So for example, for sections B, F and I, it's 100 pages plus 75 pages, which is 175 pages per each party. Or if it's section B and or section F, it's 100 pages per each party. Requests for the tribunal to make recommendations concerning health issues or social care issues as an extended appeal is also got a limit of 75 pages for each party. So what will all the sections contain? In part 1, The core tribunal bundle, which has a 100-page limit which applies, must include the parent or young person's notice of appeal form and any reasons for the appeal or amending grounds of appeal, the local authority's decision letter, the local authority's response to the appeal and any supplementary or amended response, any requests for changes made by both parties, all tribunal orders, any further written submissions made by the parties by order of the tribunal, and the case review form. Part 2 of the SEND Tribunal Bundle, which will be the EHC plan. This has a 150-page limit, and if relevant to the appeal, a copy of the EHC plan under appeal with all the appendices listed in section K of the EHC plan. Part 3 of the SEND Tribunal Bundle will have the educational information where it's relevant to the appeal, and again a page limit applies. This should perhaps have the most recent annual review report or assessment or expert reports which are grouped together per specialism. So for example, educational psychologist reports are together, speech and language therapist reports are together, but they're in chronological order. It might have the most recent school or college assessment report regarding progress and attendance, etc., or an end of year report. Any witness statements concerning educational needs or provision. Witness statements must be provided by any person who will give oral evidence as a witness at the hearing who has not provided a written report. Expert reports must comply with the Tribunal's expert witness guidance, and you can find a link to how to look at that here. And it should include an executive summary of no more than 2 pages of A4. It should have numbered paragraphs, not exceed 15 pages of A4 including the executive summary, and not be more than 3 years old unless required in exceptional circumstances. Part 4 of the SEND Tribunal Bundle is about the educational placement information, and this is for each school that's proposed by the parties where relevant to the appeal, and remember a page limit applies. So this might have a consultation response, a confirmation of the offer of placement or a provision of placement form if it's an independent school, an Ofsted report or a school or college prospectus, any SEND information report or a SEND policy, a witness statement from the head teacher or member of the senior leadership team concerning the child or young person's proposed placement and setting out the provision delivered, placement cost evidence from the school or college or provider, and transport cost evidence. Part 5 of the SEND Tribunal Bundle will contain any evidence from both parties relating to any health issues if this has been raised as part of an extended appeal, and again page limit applies. Part 6 will have any evidence from both parties relating to social care issues if it's raised as part of an extended appeal, and Part 7 has the final working document, which is 25 pages of A4 as a page limit. So how will you know what's actually included? The local authority must also provide a comprehensive index of the tribunal bundle for each individual document submitted as evidence, and this should state the following format. So here you can see that there should be the number of pages on a document, the author or the position that the person who's wrote the document is, the type of document, and the date that the document was written. So what if you think something is missing from the bundle or if something's wrong? Parents or the young person should use the bundle index to check that the tribunal bundle that they have received contains all the documents that have been submitted to the tribunal. It is the local authority responsibility to resolve any issues relating to missing or disputed evidence not included in the bundle and brought to their attention by the other party or by the tribunal. As a last resort, the local authority will be required to prepare a revised tribunal bundle containing the missing evidence and send it to the other party and the tribunal. You might be thinking, what if we've got some useful evidence but that was made after the available deadline date? So what do you do now? If either party seeks to submit late evidence after the final evidence deadline, the application must be made electronically on a SEND 7 request for change form, and a copy of the evidence must be sent electronically to the other party and to the tribunal. The tribunal will consider the application at the start of the hearing and will decide whether to accept the late evidence or not. We recognise that the SEND Tribunal Bundle can feel quite overwhelming when it first lands. So here's some top tips for using the bundle. We suggest you keep the bundle in a ring-bound folder, so this is so papers don't fall out of sequence. Use your paper copy on the date of the hearing. Remember, you have to request this, as this may be easier to navigate on the day and will reduce any worry when you're using technology, particularly when it's a virtual hearing. Use coloured dividers or coloured tabs to separate the sections so you can get to them quickly. You might find it helpful to use a highlighter pen to draw attention to any sentences in the documents you feel would be important to mention or ask questions about. You might find small sticky tabs helpful to find specific documents quickly. For example, you might want to sticky tab the working document or a specific report that's part of one of your questions you wish to ask. It's your document to organise and use how you feel is best for you for the day. So here's just some useful tools that we suggest would be helpful when you're managing the tribunal bundle. So a ring-bound folder. It would be helpful to find a bigger one, because bundles can sometimes contain quite a lot of information. A highlighter pen. This is to make sure that if you're drawing attention to a particular document and a particular sentence within that document, you can find it quickly. Some little sticky tabs that you'll be able to again add to that particular document that you're wanting to find and draw attention to quickly. And post-it notes, again, can be useful to stick and highlight particular sections. We hope you found this information useful and we wish you well with your appeal.